The Korean keeps his place with Lamela returning and Harry Kane playing on turf so very familiar to him from his time as an international player with Silva as a creative companion, and Radamel Falcao, a slightly surprising choice at centre-forward given his recent injuries. And now they share a pitch last occupied just 4 days ago by Billy Joel. For the second,
he took off Wanyama at Stoke on Saturday, and that was obviously within his thinking to do this tonight.
Here is Kane. The early ball in the direction of Eriksson. Comes all the way to Son. The salvation came from Anthony.
About when Harry Kane picks up this ball, he knows exactly what he's doing. Strikers are usually brilliant in these situations. He whips it into such a dangerous area of the pitch. And Son was, like I say, they performed brilliantly for them last year, so should be rewarded for that.
Kane. Jemison was not fouled. There are three waiting. One of them was Lamela, there was Ali, and neither of them got clean purchase on the strike.
It's another big opportunity for Spurs. Harry Kane gets himself into this position again, gets his head up, and when he finds Lamela, he just don't seem to be able to get his feet right. As we see, he gets his head up, looks for him. I mean, that touch there is the one that didn't quite go for him, but when it falls to Delia...
5 straight victories. Really won over Paris Saint-Germain. And here's Bernardo Silva. Spurs may have a problem here. They have. Crisp finish from Bernardo Silva. And you can classify that as something of a sucker punch.
That's exactly what that is. That is a soccer punch. I mean, they had full control of this game, Spurs, and I know it's early, but it's a mistake. They lose the ball in a vital area of the pitch, but fair play to Monaco when they get into this position. I just feel that defensively, Vertonghen needs to do more. Keeps backing off and backing off. I mean, he needs to make a challenge at some point. You can't keep allowing players to get that close into the box. I'm sure Lloris would be screaming at him, either take him away from goal or close him down. But what a finish. Take nothing away from the finish at all. When it comes onto his left foot, Bernardo, I mean, he's hit that so sweetly, swerving away from Lloris. He didn't make the decision and it was costly.
Here's Eriksson. Now Lamela with a chance to atone. Comes to Son.
Just having another look at Lamela's effort there, but I mean, I think that goal from Monaco was their first effort, I mean, of the game today. So
here's Eriksson, and now it's Son. Well, he did well to retrieve it and to cause enough confusion to earn a corner.
These wide areas.
There's Silva. And one for Kane to chase. And Glick quickly read the danger.
Brilliant from Dele Alli, that is on the edge of his own box. Won the tackle, he was strong when people were trying to get the ball off him, but not only that, got his head up, and that's exactly what he was looking for earlier. That run from Harry Kane, spun into that channel, the weight of it is just off, it just was in the favour of Gillett. But
Bernardo Silva. Sidibe. It's a testing ball in, and Lamar! Double trouble at Wembley for Tottenham. Well, Arsenal struggled here nearly 2 decades ago, and Tottenham appear to have got the Wembley collywobbles too.
That's the one thing about those stats. You can put as many passes together as you want, you can have as much possession as you want, but if you can't defend, then this is what happens. And on the few occasions that Spurs have had to defend this evening, they've not had the answers. Monaco have really caused them huge problems from very little in attack. One cross to deal with, no.
It's Moutinho towards Glick.
Again, another cross that comes into the box that's not being defended. This is not something that you usually see with Spurs as well. They're usually very assured in defence. But I mean, that's, don't get me wrong, it's going to be very difficult.
It's Lamela, and it was a great delivery and a super header by Toby Alderweireld. That will give half-time a rather rosier complexion for Pochettino and co.
Well, he must have heard me, John. It's exactly what we were asking for. This is exactly what you expect from Toby Alderweireld. I called it in the first half. He makes that near post run time and time again, and when the ball's there, it's on the money. He's so strong in those areas, and that's an unbelievable header. I mean, the defender's right there with him, but he gets up, he's strong, gets good contact on the ball, even the player on the line. It goes by him that quick, Lamar can't do nothing about it. That's exactly what's occurring. You can see the gaps are starting to appear.
This half-time may come as an unwelcome interruption for Spurs. Lamela, matter of inches from hooking up with Dele Alli. Time being. Dele Alli. Eriksson. And Kane was just waiting. And Jemison spoiled his moment.
What about that from Dele? I mean, we had such a beautiful view of it up here. I mean, he's full of confidence and full of tricks, but that little flick nutmeg that created the opportunity there for Harry Kane to get on the end of was absolutely beautiful.
And now he's in business again. Lovely languid stride and never a second thought about whether to hit it or not.
Well, it's just because he's in more advanced positions on the pitch, John. He's in positions now where he can have shots, he can be creative, and the thing he will do is he'll bring this crowd to life.
And Kane. Eriksson is up with him. Harry Kane. Block was a good one in the end by Jemison, it needed to be.
It's a brilliant block from Jemison. I mean, he could have easily slid over again.
Dembele. He's got himself an angle. The deflection brings a corner on the near flank.
They do start to wear you down as a player, and you do start to think, well, if we keep giving them away, we're going to get punished sooner or later, because, I mean, that was a short one.
Silva. Those are the two Monaco men to score the goals that are hurting Spurs right now. Lemar.
I mean, he's left-footed. He had this set.
Here's Walker. Four up with him. Nearly for Kane. Now for Ali. He tries to curl it, and it's comfortable for Subasic.
Yeah, the keeper ready. I mean, it was nice to see Kyle Walker get himself bombing down that right-hand side again, because, you know, having a look at this, you can. I know he's gone to two up front, Pochettino, but he's screaming out for some pace. They don't seem to. I mean, with Harry, field player, and you're on the attack, trying to make something happen.
Janssen trying to glide past Jemison. Here's Harry Kane with a chance.
But Subasic just obviously positioned perfectly to deal with it.
Switching to the other end. Bakayoko driving forward.
It's great play from Janssen. I thought there was a foul in there. There's a bit of tugging of the shirt going on, but once it comes onto Harry Kane and he shifts it onto his left foot, I mean, he's got to score there. What is he? He's on the penalty spot. He makes good contact. He needs to keep that low and find a fantastic outing from the Spurs fans' perspective. I mean, what a showing of support.
The heart and the chairman, Daniel Levy. Here's Dele Alli.
Well, it would have been fitting, I think, for me. He's been Spurs' best player on the night. He's tried everything. He's ran his socks off, but you can see what he's trying to do here. He just wants to try and cut across it and get it to fade.
A few Spurs fans waiting right by the exits. It's Eriksson. It was Vertonghen.
Delighted with what they've seen from their team. They'd have thought that this would have been probably their toughest tie, but they've been absolutely brilliant.
Spurs have fluffed their lines on opening night. It's a notable win for Monaco. Those two goals in the opening half hour proving decisive. Lemar after the opener from Bernardo Silva. Toby Alderweireld